We all know that Nicki Minaj went on a furious rant against Jay-Z, calling him out publicly in a way that shocked the hip-hop world. Well, it all started with a controversial decision involving the Super Bowl halftime show and Jay-Z's choice to leave Lil Wayne out of it. In today's video, we will discuss how and why Memphis Bleek, a close confidant of Jay-Z, thinks he knows exactly why Nicki is so angry. He doesn't think it's because of Lil Wayne being ignored. There's something more to it. Is this just a clash of egos? Or is there something deeper going on between two of the biggest names in rap? Let's dive right into it. Please take a moment to subscribe to the channel to help us bring more stories about the latest happenings in hip-hop world to you. Nicki Minaj has never been afraid to speak her mind, but lately she's been louder than ever, calling out none other than Jay-Z. The rap queen dropped a bomb on social media, unleashing a storm of tweets that left everyone asking, what exactly went wrong between these two? It might seem sudden, but if you've been following the clues, the tension's been brewing for a while. We all know that Jay-Z recently played a key role in picking the artist lineup for the Super Bowl halftime show, and he picked Kendrick Lamar. Now, most would think Kendrick is a solid pick, but for Nicki, this was a direct hit. Why? Because Lil Wayne, her mentor and Young Money boss, was left out of the lineup. Nicki didn't hold back. She jumped on social media and called out Jay-Z for what she saw as massive disrespect. To make her point even clearer, Nicki drew a comparison. She pointed out how Eminem, another rap legend, insisted that 50 Cent perform alongside him at a previous Super Bowl halftime show. Nicki felt that Jay-Z should have shown that same kind of loyalty to Lil Wayne. And when he didn't, she saw it as a sign of disrespect, not just to Wayne, but to her whole Young Money family. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Memphis Bleek, Jay-Z's right-hand man from the Rockefeller days, dropped his own theory, suggesting that Nicki's rage is all about what Jay-Z didn't do for her. According to Memphis Bleek, the proof lies in an old pattern that's been playing out in the music industry for years. When Bleek says something about Jay-Z, there's a lot of street cred that comes with it. Bleek, who's known Jay-Z longer than most, took to social media and shared a clip from 2009, where Jay-Z talked about how people in the industry often get upset with him. Not because he did something wrong, but because he didn't do something they wanted. Bleek's take is clear. Nicki Minaj is angry because she expected more from Jay-Z, and he didn't deliver. Maybe it's about missed opportunities, or maybe it's about not getting the recognition she feels she deserves. Whatever the reason, Bleek seems to believe that her fury is driven by disappointment, not by any specific action Jay-Z took against her. And when you dig into her history with Jay-Z, Bleek's theory starts to hold some weight. They've never had a close relationship, despite both coming from New York and being two of the biggest names in hip-hop. Sure, they collaborated on Kanye's track Monster, but they've never appeared on each other's solo albums. There's always been a distance, a gap between them that's never quite been bridged. Nicki even once told Jay-Z to his face that she was coming for his spot as the top mogul in the game. When Memphis Bleek chimed in, he was pointing out a deeper dynamic, that in the world of hip-hop, relationships can get tense when expectations aren't met. She might have felt Jay-Z should have done more to support her, given her status, her influence, and her undeniable talent. And when that support didn't come, resentment started to build. She then went on painting a picture of a man who uses his power to shape the narrative of hip-hop in his favor, and who sees Lil Wayne's influence, and by extension hers, as a threat. By not picking Lil Wayne, she believes Jay-Z was sending a message, one that says he's still the gatekeeper, and he decides who gets to be on top. Nicki Minaj has always been loyal to those who helped her rise, and when it comes to Lil Wayne, she's fiercely protective. In her eyes, Wayne isn't just another rapper. He's a living legend, a mentor, and someone who's changed the face of hip-hop. That's why Jay-Z's decision to leave him out of the Super Bowl lineup hits so hard. She has always made it clear how much Lil Wayne means to her. She even took to social media to remind everyone of the massive role Wayne has played in her career. She spoke about how Wayne put her and Drake on his tours, featured on her mixtapes, and never once worried about contracts or paperwork. He did it all out of pure love for the music and to support up-and-coming artists. To her, Wayne isn't just a star. He's a pioneer who's shaped the sound and style of modern rap, inspiring countless artists to follow his lead. By defending Lil Wayne, Nicki wasn't just standing up for a friend. She was making a statement about what she believes the music industry should value. All this might be part of a longer, deeper story about two of hip-hop's most powerful camps, Young Money and Roc Nation. The tension between these two groups has been building for years, fueled by rivalries, business moves, and the battle for influence in the rap world. But with two powerful forces in the same game, tensions were bound to rise. Over the years, there have been plenty of moments where these two camps seem to clash. From Lil Wayne publicly calling out Jay-Z over contract disputes, to Drake and Jay-Z's icy exchanges in their lyrics, it's clear that the rivalry runs deep. Now with the Super Bowl halftime show decision, that tension has boiled over. His choice to exclude Lil Wayne, despite his status as a rap icon and New Orleans native, felt like a snub to many, especially those in the Young Money camp. It added fuel to the idea that Roc Nation and Young Money don't mix, that there's a divide between these two camps that goes beyond music and into the realms of loyalty, respect, and power. And let's not forget the history here. Jay-Z and Lil Wayne have had their share of disagreements over the years, often playing out in public. From Wayne's comments about Rockefeller to Jay-Z's subtle digs in his songs. And with both Nicki Minaj and Drake standing firmly with Wayne, this rivalry only seems to intensify. When two of the biggest names in the game go head-to-head, everyone has an opinion, and other artists are starting to speak up. First, let's talk about the voices that have come forward to back up Nicki's point. Master P, a legend from New Orleans himself, has openly supported the idea that Lil Wayne deserved to be on that Super Bowl stage. He pointed out Wayne's impact on the culture and his roots in New Orleans, emphasizing that his exclusion felt like a slap in the face to the city's rich musical heritage. Cameron, another prominent rapper, also chimed in, expressing his disappointment that Wayne didn't get the recognition he deserves. But it's not all one-sided. There are those who argue that Jay-Z's choice was based on artistic merit and a vision for a diverse show, rather than any personal grudges. They see the inclusion of Kendrick Lamar as a sign of progress, representing a new generation of artists who are pushing boundaries and taking hip-hop to new places. To them, this decision is about honoring different voices and not about snubbing anyone. What's clear is that this controversy has touched a nerve, raising questions about respect, recognition, and the power dynamics within hip-hop. There's decades of additional history and context to take into action in the battle between Nicki and Jay-Z. And looking at all this, do you think Bleek's theory on Nicki's anger towards Jay-Z is pretty solid? Or is Nicki backing someone who stood by her and helping her reach where she is now? Let us know what you think, and stay tuned by subscribing for more gossip like this one.